All right, on to hole number 12 of Maple Hill Gold. So this is another one of those holes that it's probably easier or maybe a little better to have a straight skip like the Paradigm. I tend to disagree, but probably just because I've been playing without it for so long. But I really like the forehand glide skip rive line that I use on here, and it'll even get me eagles every once in a while in gold, which is a tough shot to make. But sometimes you can get down there by the basket. So slide to the left, and then middle chevron, just in between those trees, there's kind of a dark area down towards the bottom and top of the green trees. So that's my aim point, and then just do a big flex shot. I love that I can just get a skip and hopefully get through these trees a little bit, and every once in a while I'll kind of flip up and slide. Oh man, first try. Do we have a look? Oh, hopefully I'm past the hit points. I think we might be able to make this 101 downhill. So I want to take like probably 30 feet off because this is a tough downhill shot. Let's see if, oh, there was a hit point. So don't get it on the first try. But again, that's a line I really like. If I miss, at least it's going left to right and it's not working its way farther down to the left if you throw a backhand. I just do not like the backhand throw here. It's a hard line to hit. And if you miss it left, it can get you into some real trouble. So again, in between those trees, big flex shot. And if you can hit the gap just right, sometimes you'll even flip up and kind of roll down or hit a tree. Just end up in a good spot to have a good look at the basket for eagle, just like this. 97 feet away on gold for this hole is great. Let's see if we can get in this eagle. So we get it to drop. So there you go, guys. There's eagle on Maple Hill 12. Again, I really like the glide skip rive forehand line for this hole. Don't really like the backhand, but middle chevron right in between those trees. Big flex shot. And if you happen to fade it a little too much, you usually still have a good look at the basket. So I didn't really make it all the way down, but still, even I probably shouldn't run this. But I'm going to try. Very downhill, so I'm going to take about 50 to 60 feet off of this and see if we can drop it in with the pure. Might catch some. Oh, we came close. Pretty safe bid from up there. That high kind of safe bid. You don't want to go right at it from up there because you'll end up way down the hill if you miss. So I'm going to try to hit a backhand line. I don't really have an aim point because I don't really throw a backhand very often here unless it's a big tailwind, left to right tailwind. So look at this. I hit a decent line, but it's just going to eventually end up worse and worse the farther left it goes. And even if you get down here decent, it's hard to get a really good look at the basket. So that's a pretty decent example of even a really good backhand shot still doesn't put you in great position for the eagle. And then forehand, if you happen to put a little too much fade on it or you don't turn it enough, as long as you don't hit these trees, still very rarely do you end up with a bad look at the basket. So that wasn't a great shot, but still have a nice open look at the basket to safely throw it down there for my birdie. This is kind of my safe, just slide it down with the pure and you still get an easy birdie. So I think for me, forehand is the way to go on this hole. Maybe a backhand Paradigm, but I really like the forehand. Got a big tailwind here. This is like the best wind in the game, a right to left tailwind. It's going to kind of keep this from going too far to the right on my regular line. And look at that. You get an awesome, just bounce it down the mountain here. And easy 48 footer for eagle. That line and that wind is the best combination. This wind here, so a big tail left to right, might be the only time I consider a big flex backhand shot. I probably still wouldn't, but it could be a fun line. You could potentially get it way down by the basket. It's just such a tight line to hit. I don't think I quite turned it enough, but it's hard to keep it out of those trees on the right and still end up down. But so we'll try that. I mean, we'll try to finish this off with the eagle. Not going to have much look. Maybe a harp, little carve around these trees. But that might be the only time I consider throwing backhand there. But there you go, guys. There's Maple Hill hole number 12. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I really like this line, and it gets me a pretty decent shot at eagle quite often. And anytime you get an eagle on that hole, you're pretty much gaining strokes on the card. So there you go, guys. Let's move on to hole number 13 of Maple Hill Gold. As always, thanks for watching me play some DGV.